Hi, Prabin. This wonderful film. Welcome. We're very honored to have you. And I just wanted you to talk a little bit more about your inspiration, how that came about. Where did you come up with of course, the word kalam, but also the entire storyline itself, and where was your inspiration?
Okay. Actually, my English is not that great, but I'll try to speak whatever I can. Okay, inspiration about my film column, right? Okay. Actually, it's my child experience when I was studying in class 7 or 8. So there was a insurgency in Nepal. So in our village, it's like a very chaos, like very messed up. There was a war actually. So whatever I saw with my friends, whatever I experienced war, so that was actually the story about my childhood actually. So it's from my childhood, it's from my experience, from my past, from my childhood. So that's the inspiration actually. So and
That's awesome.
it's a real story about my friends. So whenever we study in class 7, there was like a 59 or 60. We were like 60 students in a class, but end of the seasons, we were like just 28 or 29. So most of the students, maximum students went to the India because of the war. So that was my major inspirations about the film, about the story actually.
That's actually really interesting that you say that because me being Nepali as well,
Yeah.
I was already studying in India, but I remember like when the insurgency got worse, then the population of Nepali students in school actually grew as well. So
Yeah.
I guess we have that in common. um, so you know what, children while not directly involved often face the most severe consequences of conflict.
Mm.
Your film beautifully conveys the loss of innocence and shattering of dreams. You
Yeah.
did mention your inspiration, but tell me something like, as a filmmaker, how easy or difficult is it to work with children? Because they're not always very they don't always listen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a biggest challenge for me working with the children in the village. So they are raw, they are non-professional, they never seen the camera, uh, they never knew about the film actually. So they have an idea about film, but they never seen the shooting camera and all those things. So it was very difficult with working with them. I thought like that, but later whenever I went to village and I had conversations with so many people, uh, school's teacher, school students, and so many people, and I came up with the idea to get some auditions uh, for those characters. So I really found some very good talents in my village. They they studies that is school whenever where I studied before. So I went to the school and I had auditions with like 400 kids. So almost like a 400. It was like a 2 week audition sessions. It's a 2 weeks. And then I found some of those kids and I had a I had a workshop with them for a month, and I played with them for every morning and every evening. I played football with them, so every day actually, and we get very closer, so I can work with them.
Yeah,
So
that's
later it
awesome.
was very easy work. So
That's
finally
awesome.
I did the I got the actors and I got the performance, whatever I want.
Yeah.
So,
I can only imagine those kids probably were the most excited as well after they got there. You know,
yeah,
after they were actors, they became actually the heroes of school too. Um, thank you so much today, Prabin. This was a pleasure. I can't wait to see your next film. I'm sure there's nothing but more stories to tell and more things to do. So if people haven't watched KALAM yet and just got this, we'd really advise you to go watch it. And congratulations on a successful film.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Prabin, I had a couple of questions for you. Which was the location? Where did you shoot this film?
So it's a western part of Nepal. It's called Surkhet district, and it's my own village. Where I raised, when I studied, it's my own
Wow.
childhood
It's
experience.
amazing. It's really amazing. Now, because I have watched the film, now that you're saying these back-end stories, it just kind of puts a different perspective to the entire film. And you sharing your personal experience as a child and how this has translated into the film is really very, very heartwarming, Prabin. Really. I mean, I think I'm a little teary-eyed because I've watched the film. It's just so heartwarming to think that you have actually gone through that. So, well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for sharing that. And also tell me, what was the timeline of the film? How long did it take you to shoot the entire film?
So actually, it took like lots of time for preparations, like 2.5 months for the preparations, and we shot in 7 days. Actually, it's a 7 day.
7 days with children, well,
Yeah, that's
that's
an
that's a
achievement.
different achievement on it. So
Absolutely. 7 days for a short film, and that too with kids, is amazing. Very, very.
awesome.
Do you
I
want to
can't wait
talk
to
to us
watch
about
it.
your next project, Prabin? I'm kind of curious.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm working on the next project. I'm working on a two project actually. One of the short film and one of the feature film. So now I'm currently working on a short films. Maybe in the end of this year, I will shoot that short film. So it's about a girl. It's like a 13, 14 years girl. Uh, she has to go to school, but she has to walk like 2.5 years every morning to reach the school, and she has to go back home, and she has to walk more 2.5 hours to reach the home. So this is the basic idea, and I'm still working on it. How she traveled to the school and how she faces problem on the way. So how she reached the school. So that's the story, and there is some cultural themes, like it's about the mensurations and some things. It's a traditions in our culture. So I'm working on that. It's not ready yet, but I have a basics idea and storyline. So I will shoot, and maybe in the end of this year.
That's awesome.
Is
So
it
when
still
it's
going to be
ready,
based in Surkhet or Kathmandu or anywhere
Uh,
else? Are
I'm
you in Surkhet right now?
actors in because the language and
Gotcha.
everything, picture of the
Yeah,
color and everything.
it's awesome.
that's
Yeah, I don't think you
wonderful,
can really get
Prabin.
good color in Kathmandu.
Yeah, yeah.
With all the dust.
Hopefully, when you get your film done, then we are able to screen it at Indie Meme.
Yeah, sure.
So we'd love for you to share your film with us.